I just think we do such a big service to our kids by giving them as many opportunities as they possibly can to be successful. And we live in a world where there's so much opportunity for travel. There are so many employers from other countries that have set up shop in Delaware or in other states. I just want to give our kids every advantage. And I think the opportunity to be conversant in another language is a huge advantage.
El cumpleaños de tu abuelo.
Pero no es el abuelo que yo vive con.
I am so excited by the progress that Appoquinimink has made to the Language Immersion program. I mean, this has been a fantastic district for a long time, and adding Language Immersion to it, I think, just takes an amazing district and makes it even better.
Appoquinimink School District's vision for immersion learners is to have them linguistically prepared, culturally prepared, and competent to take on the ever-changing 21st century global economy. Our motto here is "The world is our campus," and no other program comes close to embodying that than we do in ours and preparing our multilingual, multicultural students to be the leaders of tomorrow. What makes our setting unique and different is our dedication and focus to our 50-50 instructional split. So we have half of our kids go to Spanish in the beginning of the day, in the afternoon they go to English, and they switch off, and that's unique to us.
One of my rules in my classroom is, as soon as you walk to the classroom, it's 100%. Imagine you are in Mexico or in some Hispanic country, that person will know nothing of English, so you have, even if you speak English, they will be like, I don't understand. So push yourself that you just speak in Spanish, and that's what they did. Right now in 5th grade, they are able to do paragraph, right? Understand conversation.
No, si sabes o no sabes.
Now they understand what is the book about. They understand, and they can find a summary of that one and tell me that. So that's amazing. That's amazing to see that, yeah.
My Spanish teacher, Senor Barrios, he really helps making Spanish fun because we do plays in Spanish. So like we do different types of plays and everyone has a role in the play and we get to like make props and stuff. So that's what makes Spanish really fun. And we also, in science, we also do, we have plants growing in our classroom right now.
My students enjoy cultural activities, learning about history, geography. They like as well experiments, and they really enjoy with the process.
My favorite parts about Spanish immersion, I love doing math. I like doing fractions and multiplication. I like that. And also during Spanish immersion, I feel like I can really connect with everyone around me because they speak Spanish too. Immersion is a great way for your kid to learn a new language and make really, really good friends.
I think involvement in immersion has helped Ainsley grow academically, first and foremost. I think learning anything in another language is going to be challenging and engaging for your brain. And so when you then take into consideration learning science and math, and you see how much they have learned because they're learning it in Spanish, and then they go on to take the state test in English, and they're doing very well at that, and it's just really remarkable. I would strongly encourage any parent that is considering immersion to go for it. It has been an incredible opportunity for our family. My older daughter Ainsley is in 5th grade and has had an awesome experience. We have a 3rd grader in the program, and we have an incoming kindergartner that's going to be starting next year. I have children with very different learning styles and abilities, and the teachers are phenomenal. They have met their needs right where they are. They've been encouraging and supportive, and I just feel like the whole program has just made such an impact on our family. I would just say the biggest question that I hear at every parent meeting is, how am I going to help my child with their Spanish homework? And that is something that is literally repeated every time. And I would just say, you don't need to help them with their Spanish homework. This is not something that you have to be bilingual as the parent. The school only sends homework that is repeating what they've learned in school. And if the child can't complete it, the teachers really encourage the parents to send back a note saying, we didn't understand this, and not to struggle through it. So I found the homework piece to be something that has not been an issue at all, even though I think that's a big fear going into it.
Delaware has one of the best programs in the country. Now, to be honest, when we started the program, Utah was widely recognized as the #1 state in the country for language immersion. I was really inspired when I visited Utah and saw their kids in action. And I said, there's no reason that kids in Delaware shouldn't have all of those same opportunities. So I am really inspired by how much progress Delaware has made. I think probably we're number 1 or 2 state in the country. I don't have the statistics to back it up, but as I speak to people across the country, they now look to Delaware for leadership when it comes to language immersion. But I'm also focused on the individual child level, the individual family level. And I've met so many families from the Appoquinimink School District as well as other districts across the state who are so excited by the opportunities that their kids have to do something different, to learn a new skill, to be able to be conversant in another language. What we have learned, the research is clear, that students who study another language and are conversant in another language do better in their other academic subjects. So this is like a total win-win-win. It's amazing for me to look back and say, 6 years later, where are we? And there are 2 things that really stand out. One, just total kudos to the Appoquinimink School District leadership, to the superintendent, Matt Burrows, to the school board, to the principals and all the staff in the schools. Kudos to the families who have made this choice. But finally, this is about looking forward. And when I think about young families, I really wish that this program had been available when I was a young parent. I'm far from a young parent anymore. But if I had young kids, I would say to myself, what an unbelievable chance for my kids to learn all they were going to learn otherwise in school, but to graduate from a public school fluent in another language. This is a great opportunity, and I just hope more and more families in the Appoquinimink School District and in other districts across the state take advantage of it.
Obviously, we need to thank the state, and in particular former Governor Markell, because this was his initiative, his baby, that I think led to its creation. We first looked at it, and it just wasn't working the way it was structured, and I think the governor took that to heart. They restructured it and redid it, and now it's been a tremendous success.
It's exciting to see that, as we're sitting here looking at this timeline and, trying to decide, what year the program started. It's exciting to see that next step on the journey for the kids. So they've gone through elementary school, and now they're going to be the first to go into middle school and to continue to develop their language acquisition. It's just an exciting piece to that. So as these kids journey into 6th, 7th, and 8th grade and have more and more opportunities to experience the language, experience the culture, and for our staffs in schools, I think it's a great opportunity. And we look forward to that day when we're sitting here and saying this is going to be the first group that's going to go to high school and the opportunities they're going to have when they go to high school.
It's just the norm for these kids to be able to speak Spanish and be in the cafeteria and be talking to their friends in Spanish and impressing that person right next to them. It's so cool to see the pride that they have. I grew up with it culturally, so it's a little bit different for me, but it's really awesome to see the diverse, the kids that are just diverse not only in their experience, because they've had this all different Spanish speakers from different countries, but then also the diversity in them to appreciate this culture that is mine.
I would highly recommend Spanish Immersion or just foreign language immersion within the Appoquinimink School District. I trust the program with my kids' development. My oldest child is in 5th grade and our 2 younger ones are in 1st and 2nd grade. And I believe it has opened their minds to an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of different perspectives on how small the world really is. And so I highly encourage you to consider becoming part of the Foreign Immersion program and family so that you too can allow your children to partake in all of the valuable resources and opportunities that's available to your children as well.
I like learning 2 languages because if I ever go to Spain or Mexico, I think it would be good to communicate with people, and it would help me with my Spanish a lot, and it would just be fun to talk to other people in Spanish that's their first language.
What it's like to be in Spanish Immersion, it's really fun because you can interact with other people that you don't know, that don't speak the same language as you, and it helps you make more friends, and it helps you more socially with other people.
I like learning more than one language because with my ability, I can help others. Like one time I was in a hospital and there's this woman who only spoke Spanish, and I helped her know when her appointment was.
Well, the reason why I chose to learn Spanish was just, hey, they're teaching students how to learn Spanish? Well, I think that sounds fun, so I just, asked my parents or they asked me if I wanted to join Spanish Immersion. I thought that was pretty cool and interesting, so I just said, oh yeah, sure.
When I get older and I'm an adult and I try to get a job, I can I can tell them that I speak 2 languages and I can probably get a better job. Todas las personas puedes hablar 2 lenguajes porque es muy bueno, and that means that everyone should speak 2 languages because it's really cool.
The most fun thing about being in immersion right now is my teachers and my friends, because I like my Spanish classes, and it really helps when you have support from people that are willing to help you learn more and are willing to be there for you while you're learning something new.
One of the goals for me was to come to a United States, right, to make a family or living here, but also to show my culture or my language. Like, I feel like I'm an ambassador in some way, right? I carry that. So I kind of I wanna open more the community. Like, I wanna make more Hispanic, maybe no Hispanic community, but people that will understand the culture more, or will be more friendly to, not be afraid to travel to Spain, to travel to South America, Central America with that knowledge. So I feel like that what brings me a little more happiness and fools me as a person, seeing the smile